It is naive and unhealthy to think that because historical persons happen to be famous, they are endowed with special qualities to which I myself cannot aspire. Art is completely individual. All art I create and consume is for me alone. All others' tastes are fascism. My life is my art. I do art. I am art. I will simply do things, flush them up to consciousness, exhibit them as art. I am an artist. I am art. People have been thinking too long that art is a privilege of the rich or talented. Art is not business. Art fights against the mundane. Art is cheap. My life is cheap. I get up in the morning and decide what to do and where to go and find reason and excuse to continue living. I, as art, have only that to do.
Measured by the scale of eternity, all artistic activity is vain. On no account will I view art as my salvation. My art is not religion. Art is a private affair. The artist produces it for themselves. All art is to be sought out for its ability to expand me, please me, or aid in accomplishing my desires. Every artist should be their own teacher, and all art is my guru, my muse, my lover, my drug, my god, my tool, or it is not art. A work of art is never beautiful by decree, objectively and for all. Criticism is useless unless it be art itself, a teacher itself. I make no distinction between art and criticism. I only distinguish between that which expands my mind or prick and that which leaves me bored or flaccid or unchanged. I oblige no one to follow me, and I practice my art in my own way. I create and engage entirely for my own benefit. I protest my individuality against conformist pressures.
My mind boggles and chafes at boredom. For decades, I have trampled my ennui. But art has not ended yet. My life has not ended yet. For the supreme enchantment is not yet consummated. I have yet to fuck art fully. The collapse of the worn and tattered boundaries on my horizon made my head spin. There is no ultimate truth. There is no ultimate beauty. There is no ultimate art. The pursuit of truth is not important. I give myself utterly to the unknown. I fear nothing. As true artist, I have the courage to remain unimpressive, shallow, and obvious. I do not fear modern pseudo-aesthetes. My life and art win by failing. Success is pathetic because of its need to be respected, honored, and adored. Failure is glorious in its courage to be loathed, hated, and despised. Courage, audacity, and revolt are the essential elements of my artistry. A fierce will to ecstasy. I must spend myself with ardor, splendor, and generosity. I must insist on having my say. My art is criminal. It is semi-clandestine. It is scandal. More balloons, more separation, more self-determination.
Art must immediately satisfy. Every life should explode, either because of its profound gravity or its vortex, vertigo, newness, eternity, or because of its staggering absurdity or the enthusiasm of its principles. If it doesn't lift off my skull, it is not art. It is not life. I let myself be carried along, permit myself to be temporarily nameless. I forget my genius, my talents, and the talents of everyone else. And I remind myself that art is the road to outrageous experience.
I purge myself of bourgeois sickness and culture. Beauty is not the purpose of art, just as a building is not the purpose of geometry. For thousands of years, not-me's were able to express their ideas of eroticism, beauty, mythology, vigor, energy, and austerity in sculpture, paintings, novels, films, drama, drawings, and thereby influence consciousness. Now I will express my dishonorable ideas. Society and art have reached a stage where sophistication and skill are no longer honorable attributes. I have neither sophistication nor skill. I am not honorable. I destroy the filing cabinet of the brain and social organization. I throw heaven's thoughts into hell. I abandon the ways of society once and for all. I am unhindered by ideological anchorage. My art removes the mask of cleverness.
My art exists in the liminal mercurial condition between and beyond irony and sincerity, naivety and knowingness, relativism and truth, optimism and doubt, in pursuit of a plurality of disparate and elusive horizons. I am a decadent artist, and I stand for myself. I search for decadent new experiences and decadent new pleasures to give to my life. My art contains within itself an agent which automatically leads to its societies and my own destruction. My art is death. My art is change. My art oscillates. There is no permanent art as there is no permanent society or permanent self. Hell's living fires burn in the heart of the void. I sweep and clean in a roaring of tense colors, an interlacing of opposites and of all contradictions, grotesques, inconsistencies. My life is weak, bent, imprecise, and forever beyond understanding. I accomplish a great negative work of destruction. The magical harvest magically reaped from the unknown lies ready in the field.
I am for an art that is selfish, personal, diabolic, idiosyncratic, that does something other than sit on its ass in a museum. I am for a life that does something other. I am for art that celebrates sex as a nourishing, life-giving force. I embrace my genitals as art. I am for an art that embroils itself with the totality of me and leaves me on top. That after the revolution has someone else pick up the garbage on Monday morning. I am for art that is free of rules and regulations. Art beyond human. Art that shines, art that is expressively awesome, life that is free of rules and regulations, life that shines, life that is expressively awesome. Artistic creation is contingent upon the origination or revelation of difference.
My life is metaphor, the machine of a perpetual second, the fossil emotion of an infinite longing, the magic desire evolving on the broken axis of the compressed space, reflected in the form of inner, personal landscapes. I am the modern cunt. I am positive anti-reason, unbounded, unleashed, unforgiving. I see art with my cock. I make art with my cock. I embrace the unacceptable. I am the architect of my cock-cunt existence. My art reflects my anus cunt cock vision, my muscular openings and closings. My art is excessive. My art is anti-thought, anti-language, and devoid of all accountability. It conveys the very essence of my being, challenging my limits. My aesthetics merge with technology and increased sensory experiences. I am an ardent activist in pursuing infinite transformation, overcoming death, and exploring the universe. My art is alive with all aspects of human experience. Its zenith is the unmediated experience. My existence is enriched as I set about my life, knowing limits will be exceeded. My action unfolds the world. My art is unnecessary, ornamental, and excessive. My life is excessive.
My life is excessive.